When you return to the seamstresses union in the early hours of the morning, you see it seems complete. It seems a completely different place. Bereft of the normal crowd that haunts it, the bar feels desolate, almost abandoned. It's eerie, like the back hallways of hotels and shopping malls. But you finally have a break in your case, a sample of the Ripper's blood. You just need to find someone else to help you analyze it. Mrs. Kubota is in the back. Pretty dead. Hey, I just swept there. Gathered around the intimate back bar, Mrs. Kubota and her coterie gather for breakfast, with the lady herself doing the cooking. The smell of soy calf and something resembling sausages fills the room. What's in these sausages? Ohio, would you like some? She stops. Forgive me, Omai, but you look like hell. I've been working, Mrs. Kubota. She looks you over, noting the signs of your nocturnal activities. She nods. Any run you can walk away from is a good run. I agree. Good to be back in one piece. It is good to have you back. I can tell that you have been busy, and I can see by the look on your face that there is something you need. Is it about the Ripper? Yep, I found some DNA evidence that need help analyzing it. That is excellent. I will unlock the piano so that you may go downstairs. I'm certain someone in the safe house will be able to help you, if they are awake. It is likely that you will visit the Matrix before the day is done. Thanks. Gambatte kudasai. Good luck. Evening, ma'am. What's the word around town, Mr. Clue? There's been more talk of the Ripper killings. Some people are saying that they're hate crimes on account of the victims being human. There's more to it than that. My thoughts exactly. People are just too quick to label something as a hate crime. Check the census. The city is still 66% humans. Close your eyes and throw a rock and you're more likely to hit a human. Doesn't make it a hate crime. Still a crime though, and that should be enough. But this is the first you've seen out of Mr. Clue. First real rise you've seen out of Mr. Clue. But he reins himself in with a roll of his thick shoulders and a smoothing of his jacket. Don't worry, not going to start throwing rocks. Wouldn't want to reinforce the stereotype. I'll leave you to your business, ma'am. You've been doing a lot of legwork on this job, but it's going to require a trip to cyberspace and back to ID the Ripper. Where have we got this Matrix thing in? How do we know this yet? We don't know this yet. What? The Matrix. A cybernetic analog of the inside of the grid. The worldwide computer network. A digital world, information brought to life. Inside cyberspace, your avatar does all the work while your meat body's left behind. All around your avatar are pathways to other nodes filled with data, IC, counter-intrusion programs, and other jacked-in runners. Cyberspace has many dangers as the meat world, and more. Locked doors, cyber security countermeasures, and black ice that can fry your decker's brain. Every movement you make in the Matrix can be tracked. If you aren't careful, get dump shock out, and your brain gets fuzzy for a bit. Get hit by an enemy decker, and you can die. Okay. So let's just spend my karma. I want to get the corporate etiquette, because that's going to be useful in upcoming conversations, I am sure. Now, I was expecting to want to speak to the doctor, not to David Fry, the Decker guy. He's obviously where the doctor's supposed to be, because that's who people want to talk to. Van Grass, however, is here. He's the fence. I was hoping to get some peace and quiet tonight. You got something for me? I've got a flight recorder. Wouldn't happen to be an Ares flight recorder, would it? Some very powerful buyers looking for that right now. I can get rid of it for you for, say, 20%. That leaves 2,000 for you. I know what I have. Make it 2,500 and it's yours. Shrewd, all right. I'll do you a favor. Now let's talk to David Fry and Johnny Clean. Morning. You look like you've been up all night. You look like you've seen some action too. Suppose I could use a shower? You here to buy equipment? Maybe later. I need to track someone down. Got any clues? Yeah, I got a blood sample. Really? Fry can help you out then. Doc Castle's equipment isn't really set up for that. However, I could employ a semiconductor chip. It could decode DNA using a voltage change instead of light. That would eliminate the use of the highly expensive equipment that would be required otherwise. I just read in a journal about it, so the information's still fresh. Frankly, it should be easy. What do you want to do? What do you want to know about it? The owner's identity. Ah, that's beyond me. But all I can get you is the gene code sequence. But that's where I come in. David, if you get me that gene code sequence, I'm pretty sure we can track down its owner via a matrix run. Will do. Let me have that DNA you want to test. Give Fry the blood sample. Mox, when David gives me the sequence, I'll jack in and help you trace the blood sample back to its source. Thanks, guys. If this works, we might find the Emerald City Ripper. No Drek. Wake up, Johnny boy. You've got work to do. And Mox, if you need my gear, I'll be right here. I just got my second wind. Meet you at my rig, Mox. Okay. Thanks to the semiconductor-based gene sequencing system that David employed, we should have the information we need to track the Ripper in the Matrix. I'm really impressed with his results, considering it was his first attempt. He was utilizing an unproven technique he'd read about in a science journal, and he was working from memory on minimal sleep. Sounds fascinating. If there's more time, maybe we can talk about it later. Yes, maybe we can sit down with David. He can share his research, but let's stay focused. Here's what I'm thinking. We hit the Lone Star DNA database first to see if our donor has a prior criminal record. If they have extensive DNA archives, then we go hunting based on what we find. Let's hit the decks and jack into the Matrix. I can get into the private grid easily, but I've got to warn you, once we're in, it could get a little rough. How much decking experience have you had? The answer to that question is none. We're in. Your synapses light up as you connect to your consciousness to the digital world. Although you aren't jacked in like Johnny, the sensation is overwhelming and electrifying. You can only imagine the way it feels for him. The arch will take us to the next node. The data store ahead is defended by intrusion countermeasures. Try that. So basically I just have to kill the ice like I would in a normal fight. If I can hit it. The IC is down. Let's go see if there is a match for the fingerprint. DNA match located, 100% match. Arrest record database. Subject, Silas Forsberg. Status, deceased. Profession, chop shop, surgical assistant. Priors, breaking and entering, 2 counts. Public indecency, 1 count. Brought in for questioning on accusations of unlicensed plastic surgery. No charges were filed. 100% match to a dead man? Let's keep looking. Ugh. Okay. Got 2 more hits on the named Silas Forsberg. Newsnet 1. Return on subject. Silas Forsberg. The body of Silas Forsberg, a chop shop surgical assistant, was found in an apartment in Sonmarsh earlier this week. The body had been there for as long as a month when Forsberg's landlord noticed a rancid smell and contacted authorities. Lone Star representatives have issued a statement saying Forsberg's death has been ruled a suicide. According to reports, his body, a massive puncture wounds, and the cause of death was determined to be an overdose of anti-stress medications and sedatives. The man's employer claims he was a dedicated employee, although he suffered from bouts of depression. Forsberg's next of kin could not be located, but the attorney appointed to his estate has located a will written weeks prior, leaving all of his belongings to his psychiatrist. The identity of the psychiatrist has not been released due to privacy concerns, yet another sad end to a life, as is far too common here in the sprawl. Let me turn that alarm back. Oh. Oh. Oh, he hit me. Heal myself, read some autopsy records. Silas Forsberg notes, subject was found overdosed on half a dozen different sedatives. Several anti-anxiety medications were also found in his system. Face was mutilated, possibly self-inflicted. Identity could not be confirmed immediately due to the disfigurement. Had to check dental records to confirm no next of kin. Large puncture wounds were found in several places on the body, possibly large bore surgical needles. Body had been decomposing for several weeks before the landlord noticed the smell and called the police when no one answered the door. This just keeps getting weirder. But I think that's everything that we can get. So here's what we know. Our DNA evidence belongs to a dead man whose death was never explained. He worked with chop shops, which fits with the living guy that you've met. The Newsnet says that he left his estate to his psychiatrist. Maybe finding out who his psychiatrist was will give us our next clue. My gut says we can deck into the medical board's records and reverse trace to find this doctor. You in? Punch it, man. Okay. Searching for medical records, Silas Forsberg. Medical records filed for Silas Forsberg located. One particular pediatrician's entry stands out from the rest. Child suffers from chronic depression, social anxiety, most likely caused from physical abnormalities. We've seen many such cases like this recently, with the outbreak of changeling children being born. With the aberrant psychology we're seeing, there is no telling to what sort of brain functions are affected. Prescribed a series of sedatives last year that seemed to have no effect, upping the dosage. So that's what, 2020 to 2030? Yeah, okay. So the way... in this game's timeline, 2012 saw the return of magic come back into the world with the beginning of the Sixth World. did goblinization happen first, or did elves and dwarves start being born, giant changeling children? So children started being born as elves or dwarves just to human parents as magic starts coming back into the world. And goblinization was like people horridly changing over the course of a couple of years into orcs or trolls in a very, very painful way, I believe. Okay, so 2030 to 2040, nothing there. 2040. So yeah, that would have been happening around that time. The file is quite large and takes well over an hour to read through. The final entry, however, is the most significant. It is written by Dr. Henry Holmes. Silas has overcome significant mental disorders and no longer goes through periods of violent episodes. Latest medications have proven especially effective, but I believe that being treated by another elf has significantly impacted his treatment. Unfortunately, my efforts to maintain emotional boundary with him have proven challenging. He has bonded to me in an unhealthy and frankly an unnerving way. His hero worship exhibits itself in the form of mimicked speech patterns and adopting my dress. For this reason, and for the health of my patient, I am assigning another doctor to his case. I will inform him at his next session. That doesn't sound like it's going to go well. That starts to sound like he has swapped himself. Got a new name now, Dr. Holmes? Alright. 10 host damage. Alright, let's kill this one. And let's up this sniffer accuracy. So that's going for another 3 rounds now. %75 IP damage, 50 IP damage, another 50 IP damage. Okay, that's all the ice dead. Current employment status, previous employers. Reality is, at the end of the day, contextual, and as the meat world comes back into focus in your head once again tries to settle on which world is the real one. While the philosophical question lingers, your meat body demands food and drink. You disconnect from the deck to find that the Union's safe house has risen. David looks almost as tired as you do. You can tell that this case has gotten under his skin like it has yours. Any luck there? We found an exact match for the DNA, but it was linked to a dead chop shop assistant by the name of Silas Forsberg. Now, I have my theories, but what do you think is going on here, Mox? Maybe Silas faked his death. That's a distinct possibility. What was it we saw in the autopsy report? The face was so mangled that they had to use the dental records to identify him. Good catch. That makes up something I've seen runners try. It's easy enough to find a body shop that'll make a replica of teeth for you. Find some schluck off the street that no one will miss. Swap the teeth and throw the heat off your trail for a while. Lucky I've never been that desperate. But why would he need to go to those lengths? Did the police records have something linking him to a different crime? Had a prior for unlicensed plastic surgery. True, wouldn't look too good on someone's record if they wanted to become a doctor. I think this is beginning to come together. That the late Silas left all his belongings to a doctor. Dr. Holmes. Employment records have him as the administrator at Mercy Mental, and the picture on his file matches the person you saw downtown. The same person this DNA belongs to. All the evidence points to him being your killer, whoever he really is. I should go find this Dr. Holmes and ask him some very pointed questions. Please pay him my respects. I always find that that high caliber rounds get the message across. You should clearly hire some friends and go loaded for bear. I side-loaded a ton of valuable data from those Lone Star Matrix nodes. Here's your cut. I'll see you later. Yeah, let's try. Look at what we've got. Ooh, new clothing, new outfits. I could get a bunny mask. I think though that the alley mage outfit is pretty good. 4 armor, plus 5 HP, so it's a little bit better than what I'm currently wearing, but it gives me that +1 willpower back. The refurb UCAS shock gear could be good. +1 strength, which I don't have anything for. Plus 6 armor. I'll get the mage outfit because it's cheaper. Ooh, hang on. Ooh, hang on. There's that, or there's the Urban Mystic outfit. +1 willpower, +1 spell casting. I'll buy both. I don't care. Let's see what the Urban Mystic looks like. Just wearing a jacket with a hood. Alley mage. Oh, we got a cape. Cloak with a cape. And otherwise looks to be wearing rags. I mean, the Urban Mystic gives me the +1 spell casting. It's probably better than the HP. But maybe Algernon. Algernon looks the same as always, so much so that one may wonder if he ever takes time to eat or sleep. Perhaps his presence on this plane of existence is insubstantial enough that he isn't subject to such base needs. Or perhaps he just does these things when no one is looking. Dark clouds surround you, my friend. But perhaps there is something I could provide you with that would help you, help with whatever weighs so heavily on you. What's new in the world of magic, Algernon? The spirits are stirring. Something has upset the natural order. There is something new, different. Seems there's something new every day. What is it this time? Not much natural about spirits to begin with. Let's do the... Would that I knew. The spirits speak in riddles. They leave me with more questions than answers. But there is something else out there. Something not born of life, as other spirits are. Shaking his head, Algernon opens his clasped hands to you as if begging forgiveness. Too often in this world leaves us confounded. I pray that I have not left you in such a state with my idle musings. Please, can I be of service to you today? Let's see what you've got. Hey, better spells. Lightning bolt, mana bolt. flamethrower. Is there no heal? No, there does not appear to be a heal. Oh, there are some Conjuration 3 spells. Ooh, I've got a lot of money. Acid Stream. Do I want to try some area of effect? Because there's mana bolt. I'm getting mana bolt. I get mana ball. Ball lightning. They cost a lot of AP to cast. I think that'll do for now. I think I've got an extra spell slot. Put Mind Wipe in there. Hire runners and head to Mercy Mental Hospital. Just one glance is all you need to tell her that the good doctor is exhausted. Her crumpled scrubs are stained with a mix of blood and other fluids too colorful to be naturally occurring within the human body. Her eyes are those of a person who has built up a substantial sleep debt and has no idea when or how to begin paying it off. I'm not one to talk, but you look like Drek. Afraid there isn't much I can do for that. Dr. Castle snaps her fingers and calls forth the spirit normally seen perched on her shoulder. It appears from out of the ether, and the doctor immediately seems less fatigued than she was a moment before. Now, what can I do for you? Everything all right here, Doc? Here at the Union? Yes, fine. I'm just getting back to myself. Days here tend to be slow, so I volunteer at a medical center on the other side of Touristville, and I had a rough shift. What happened? What always happens. Some run or some deal or some meet went south. One thing led to another, etc., etc. I didn't hear all the details, but all I really know is what came in on the lips of the victims, healthy enough to still speak. Apparently, one of the Baron's gangs incurred the wrath of the local Seolpa rings, leading into a rolling shootout through the city streets. Several bystanders were injured, but the real mess didn't begin until the party crashed into the yard of an old industrial plant on Union Hill Road. They woke at some sort of toxic spirit, which then began running amok, causing easily as much damage as the initial battle, and all were left to pick up the pieces, and we were left to pick up the pieces, of course. But enough about my troubles, let's hear about yours. Tell me what ails you. I think I'm good. Oh, okay. Pretty much all I'm able to do is speak to Mr. Delilah. If you're looking for runners again, I'm your guy. Discreet service only. I need to hire a crew. Because we're going out right now without any sleep. Now, Shannon Halfsky is going to come with us for free because she wants to be there when we deal with people. Hang on. I guess Coyote doesn't want to come with. All right, so Shannon Halfsky. Now, yeah, this is why you don't spend all your money, because you need to be able to buy. So there's these other guys that cost more money, but are probably better. Now, the Adept, I think, worked before. The Decker wasn't hugely useful. But that doesn't mean that the Decker is just not going to be useful at all. I just wonder if it's worth trying out the other Decker. Try out the other Decker. They might. Oh no! It tells me. Yeah, that'll do. The blood you've found at the warehouse belongs to a man masquerading as one Dr. Holmes, and you've tracked him all the way to Mercy Mental Hospital. Well, something I've been wondering about this game, there's been a few times where it's been like, here's some information, we're going to show you this information, but instead of letting you draw the dots, it's just gone, here, jump to the thing. I don't think the writing in the later games had this problem. I don't remember the writing having this problem in the first place, but it's like, yeah, you've done something. The first one was the Matrix thing where it was like, oh, yeah, I think you'll be going into the Matrix. Like, I want a DNA sample. I've got a DNA sample. I want a DNA sample analyzed. Why are you telling me I'm jumping into the Matrix when you haven't explained why? Why are you telling you've got your order wrong? And now here again, where they've done this cool thing where they've gone, hey, so guy's face is messed up. Oh, hey, we found this DNA is matched to this body whose face was messed up. Also, plastic surgery, unlicensed plastic surgery. Oh, his doctor, his psychiatrist is going to assign him a new doctor because he's developed an unhealthy attachment to him. Oh, okay. And showing you all these cool clues and then asked you, what do you think about it? But now it's just here. He's masquerading as one Dr. Holmes. He's taken his identity. All right. I mean, I know we're about to find that out when we meet him, but you're just jumping the gun a little bit to on that. Anyway. Mercy Mental Hospital, located in the notoriously anti-metahuman farmlands of Snomush. The drive to the hospital is long and unpleasant. Finally, you reach the walled and gated hospital compound. Despite the presence of security, the gate is unguarded, unlocked, and open. No one stops or greets you as you drive up to the large, crumbling building. Gothic ramparts top a damaged roof, cracked walls, and broken windows. All around the building is a lawn gone wild. Only the artificial light from within speaks of inhabitants. You walk up the hospital steps to confront Sam Watt's killer and bring an end to the Emerald City Ripper. Yeah, that looks probably good. Ah, I could give other people stuff. Yeah, it's probably fine. You have karma available to improve your character's attributes and skills. Open the karma screen. I have 9 karma. Just up my charisma. Welcome, ma'am. What brings you to Mercy Mental Hospital? I'm here to see Holmes, Dr. Holmes. Ah, a new customer. Please wait in the common room up ahead. I'll notify the good doctor. Please stay within the cafeteria. I saw a decking thing, I think. Lorraine, Donnie. There is a place I can jack in. It's an automated medication dispensary, which is not going to let me. Let's talk to Lorraine, I guess. Hey, lady, have you seen Josie? I don't think so. I know, right? I haven't seen him in days. But Dr. Phillip told me not to worry about it. He says I worry too much. But who am I supposed to play chess with? Donnie over there can't suss more than match 4. Wait, Josie is a man? Josie sounds like quite a guy. What's he look like? Well, he's big, and he's got a big gold ring. The doctors let him keep it when he got here. Sometimes he lords it over us, but I'm sure that if I had a ring like that, I would do the same. He says he won it playing for the Screamers in the Super Bowl brawl years back. Urban brawl, huh? That's a rough profession. Not too rough for Josie. He says he went the whole season without any injuries. He was usually playing outrider, though. Will you at least help me look for him? I have this key I swiped off the day guard, but they keep a close eye on us. If you could have a peek in the infirmary and see if there's a record or something, he might just be in a cool-off room and they won't tell me. I'll see what I can find, no promises. Null sweat, I can do that for you. Really? Really? Great. I wish everybody was as nice as you, not like my mum. Donnie, hello, stranger. You look new here. Are you new here? I'm Mox. Who are you? Name's Donnie. That's my name. Donnie. Donny. I knew I didn't recognize you. I know everyone in this place. Everybody. Well, everybody on the first 2 floors. And anyone I should look out for, Donnie? No, not on this floor. Only us calm ones are allowed up in the cafeteria. If you're violent, you have to eat in your room. Looking for Dr. Holmes. I don't really think you want that. Not really. Donnie's face blanches. What's that supposed to mean? Around here, if you don't want to attract the attention of the doctor, if you stay quiet, life is much easier. Much easier. Let's look at the time. The clock stopped, probably displaying the same time from 40 years ago. Now, which one? The infirmary is this one. Sure, when are you on break? Stench of blood and mold gets ever stronger as you move closer into the infirmary. You find an unlabeled Trivid disc. You have no way of playing it back that disc at this time. A severed arm lies next to the zipped body bag. The arm looks human and appears neatly severed at the elbow. There's a large gold ring on the index finger. The owner is probably the occupant of the bag. Take the ring. You slip the heavy ring off the cold finger and feel its weight in your hand. Inside as an engraving, it reads Screamers 2048. The surgical card is strewn with some gruesome tools, motorized something. The patient information for Hosea C. Dawson is open on the cyber terminal. Read medical history. Hosea C. Dawson, 7/18/2015. Height 1.9 meters, weight 95 kilos, occupation retired, allergies none, PTSD, status deceased. Read attached notes. Patient has undocumented cyberware in the left arm, as well as multiple pieces of shrapnel in various locations. Complications would likely arise if transplanted to another host. The rest of the body is in excellent condition and can be used to improve other subjects, as well as fulfill some custom requests. Oh. This place is a chop shop. They're just, Oh, I can talk to the receptionist again. Save the game. Look around before Holmes arrives. Yeah, I'm not sure how to put this. What? Tell me, did he get released? Give Lorraine the ring. You mean he... Oh, God. Well, thanks for your help. The noise of a screechy PA system blasts through the room. Attention, Mox, please return to the North Hall to meet with the administrator. He'll be with you in a moment. Dr. Holmes. The elf standing before you may quite possibly be the ugliest elf you've ever seen. His meticulously clean lab coat, format jacket, and old-fashioned bow tie give him the look of an undertaker from centuries past. As you approach the window, he locks eyes with you, smiling a thin, unnerving smile. Good day to you. How can I help you? Dr. Holmes, aka Silas Forsberg. How about we chat? Dr. Holmes, I presume. You're a hard man to reach, especially considering you're dead. Let's go with the top one. Dr. Holmes, aka Silas Forsberg. I'm afraid you're confused. Silas Forsberg was a patient here who died tragically in a fire. Alright, if that's how you want to play it, Dr. Holmes, I have a reason to believe you're involved in the Emerald City Ripper killings. Cut the app, Doc. I know you killed the real Holmes and that you're running around town carving up people for parts. It was a good racket you had going here, but you got sloppy with your kills. Now the Ripper's trail leads straight to your door. Ooh, the second one. My word, such a violent paranoia. It's a pity. But what should I expect? This is a place for broken things after all, and you are so very broken. Guards! On the ground now, and shoots. Yeah. Surely, yeah, you give me a chance to comply before just doing that? Now, does she have a spell? Let's heal myself, actually. Before I lightning bolt him. Oh. Item picked up. Guessing the guard's key. Ooh, ouch. Ooh. Now, yeah, so Mana Fist, Killing Hands, Physical Resist, Magic Resistance, Stride. I guess I'll just use the machete. Oh, there's a troll. Now I can heal Shannon Halfsky. No, I can't. Heal Shannon Halfsky. Oh. That's a short scene. Then, okay, I guess there's nothing else left to do. The nearby intercom speaker crackles to life. The voice of Dr. Holmes begins to blare from it. Attention all personnel, we have a dangerous patient loose inside the facility. Subject is a female elf but maybe coordinating with other violent offenders. Use all necessary force. Not a patient. As you venture deeper into the asylum, you see that the inside is every bit as bad as the outside. Gone is any attempt to uphold sanitary hospital aesthetics. With peeling paint, cracked floors, and exposed conduit, the pretense of mental care is shattered. In this modern era, Mercy Mental Hospital is a throwback to the barbaric asylums of old, prisons and torture chambers rather than places of healing. It's clear that Dr. Holmes is spending his money on something other than this facility. You continue on. Holmes can only run so far. Who opened all the cells? They'll leech us all. I don't know who I'm supposed to be backing up at this point. I mean, security have been told. Okay. Hospital security, violent patients. Let's just end and see what happens. This guy looked like he was wanted to square off with us. Let's actually heal your wound. Oops. That was the one I wanted to get. Oh, don't do that. It's mean. I guess I kill you? Yeah, 40 damage. There's nothing else here. The intercom begins speaking as soon as you approach. Holmes must be watching from somewhere. You don't understand, do you? This is a place for broken things, but only by further breaking them can they be remade. So we must break you. Ah, now I'm wounded. Healing on myself. Oh. Oh. Found more violent patients. Okay. Alright, why do the violent patients have guns? Oh, there are more. Okay, so I can heal Shannon, but she's in my line of sight. The Decker can take care of that. Shannon can summon an apocalypse. Ow. Now, is there anything in here that's at all useful? I don't think there is. Can only hear a tiny amount of the damage that the adept has taken. Oh, there's some ley lines in here. Do I want to try and keep the apocalypse? I don't think I do. I think it's going to escape. Can I voluntarily dismiss Banished Spirit? Yes. Oh, I need to reload. Oh, shit. That's not good. Good thing I'm not heavily damaged. I'm not dying, I'm just having a bit of a sleep. Okay, I need to heal the adept before she runs into fight this guy. Okay. What are we looking for in here then? The surgical cart contains the gate key. The smell of rotting flesh is immense. The remains appear to be from multiple somethings. There's an unlabeled trivet disc in the second drawer. Now I am wounded 9, so I can heal that. Okay. From another intercom, Dr. Holmes continues. Someone once told me that I was a broken thing, but he also said I could remake myself. He wanted to break me down so I could put myself back together again. And I did, but only after I broke him. I could remake you as well. What wonderfully twisted thoughts must churn in a mind such as yours? But I'm more inclined to use you for parts. Oh. Oh, that troll went down easily enough, thank God, honestly. Oh. Yes. Go stand on that ley line. Are they gonna stand here and guess that they're here? You also have a machete. Healing magic. We got fireballs, flamethrowers every round now. By all means, come. You have proven yourself a truly fine specimen. I can think of 100 uses for one such as you. The Trivid player holds a collection of personal diaries. Some of the video files are missing. Insert and play back Trio 1. Got some cutout chips last week. Tried them out on the patients with violent flashbacks, hoping it would at least mellow them out some. It was like night and day. Once the chip was installed, all of their psychotic break triggers were blocked. Miss Yuskin had gone 4 days without attacking the staff or herself. In today's interview with Miss Yuskin, Miss Yuskin told me she hated her legs. Said they were stumpy, unattractive. I haven't done a transplant in years, but I offered to give her new legs. Her face lit up like it was Christmas. At least her cutout can block out the surgery and painful recovery process. I've put in an order to the organ grinders to send me anything leggy. Maybe I'll get some elf legs in and see how she likes them. Playback Trio 6. I was walking to the organ grinders downtown, and there was some kind of event happening at Mega Media. They had a puppet there from Maria Mercurial's label with a Persona Fix chip installed, making her an exact doppelganger. They were just using her to hawk some SimSense re-release of a Mercurial live show, but it gave me an idea. The cutouts, the body modifications, and my healthy supply of patience, I'm perfectly set up to be a Bunraku fixer. If I can get a supplier for Persona Fix chips, I can sell full-service Bunraku. Even program the behavior trees. What's a Bunraku? I feel like I should know what a Bunraku is. I wonder if that's just the Japanese for BTL. Playback Trio. Found a buyer for the first Bunraku. A man in the Barrens offered me 20,000 yen for the female troll I've been modifying. He likes them big, he says. All that's left is to arrange delivery. He says he can put me in touch with some more buyers if I accommodate special orders. Those morons' lives are already over anyway. The least they can do is line my pockets. This lovely, lovely guy. We'll go cancel and we'll get everyone up at the same time.